Okay. So who's got a good example? Let's have two people go to the mic. Just share. Who's got a very good example? You think like this is awesome. Go to the mic. Just go to the mic. Yeah. Go to the mic. Yes. One more? Yeah, Hassan? Okay. Just introduce yourself so they know your name. My name is?
Hi, my name is Adnan. Think of non-bread.
Hold on. Everybody say hi, Adnan.
Hi, Adnan. I chose the Ferrari.
Yes.
I said why it works is that you can't have it.
No, you can't. No, different context.
What I mean by you can't have it is you can't have it tomorrow. Like a Ferrari is handmade. It's
yes.
They can make it a million different ways.
Yes.
And nobody will have the same Ferrari, and you can't have it tomorrow. There's a 2-year waiting list.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I'm going to use Ferrari later on as an example, but very good point. Yes. Well lost.
So my name is Hassan.
Hi, Hassan.
So I chose the example of a scarf.
Scarf.
So
Okay.
you can choose a $10 H&M scarf, or you can choose the $400 Burberry scarf, which is local, handmade, hand stitched, made with the finest fibers.
It makes me feel good because I have one. It's good. Keep talking.
Handmade with the finest fibers.
Yeah.
Any color of your choice for $400.
Yeah. Only $400.
Only $400.
Round of applause.
My name is Jason. I said the same thing for my group here.
Hi, Jason.
I think in terms of like a bunch of guys, if you say a Volkswagen's walking by, no one else is gonna turn. But you say a Ferrari or Lamborghini, everybody's gonna turn.
Yes.
It's just like a signal that it's quality
Yes.
and it's not gonna break down.
And by the way, if you know anybody, I have never owned a Ferrari, I'm not interested. My friends own a Ferrari. It's a pain in the ass to drive. It's actually very difficult to drive, very difficult to park. It's not easy to drive.
It's a piece of shit.
You know, it's not that fun. You know, but if you ask them, well, what do you think of Ferrari? There's nothing like it. It's awesome. I'll just pay that kind of money for it. Of course, that's what they say. What are you going to say? No, I think it's a stupid decision that I made on my end. It's not going to happen, man. Right? Round of applause. Oh, no. Yes.
Hi, my name is Rosalind. And
Hi, Rosalind.
So my example is actually Apple computers.
Yes.
And the reason I say this is I believe that they own the market in terms of premium and also identity-based
Yes.
product.
Yes.
And I believe that company makes more money on the add-ons than the actual products they sell.
Yes.
To give you an example, my adapter for some reason broke the power cord, and I was so scared to get an aftermarket adapter, you know, the knockoff one, that I had to shell out like $100 just to get an Apple adapter. And then when you work with the projector, you gotta buy the dongle.
Yes.
And it even has a funny name, you know, and it's a personal computing company
Yes.
named after a fruit, and yet people happily pay for these premium products.
Very good example. Okay, last one.
My name is Gushan.
Good Sean?
Yeah, Gushan.
Good Sean. Hi, good Sean.
If you buy a printer, the ink might be more expensive once it runs out. Instead of like stacking up a bunch of printers and going to Best Buy,
Yes.
you could just buy the ink that's more expensive than the printer itself.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I mean, if you for that business, most of when they sell the printers to you, it's actually at a loss. All the money is made on the ink. All the money is made on the ink.
And they always break down within a year.
Yeah, always we break down within a year. Exactly. Good example. 1+. So I have some very interesting examples. Before I go into it, let me just quickly cover the 5 biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make when it comes to selling a premium offer. So there are 5 common mistakes that I see that entrepreneurs make. Mistake number 1, they're trying to sell a premium offer at a low price. They're trying to sell a premium offer at a low price. Okay? Because people are skeptical. It sounds good to be true. It's like, ladies, if I go up to you and say, I've got this Chanel bag, okay, and it's $150. Knockoffs? What's going through your mind? Fake. It's authentic, trust me. Yeah, right. Okay, so what was I doing? I was trying to sell a premium offer at a low price. It makes people feel very skeptical. It can't be true. It must be fake. Even though maybe it is true. Doesn't matter. The perception is, if it's that cheap, there's that gap between the price and the perceived value. Now, versus if I come to you and say, hey, you know what, I've got this Chanel bag, the retail is $3,000. This is, I don't know, $2,100 is used. Okay, right? So that makes a little bit more sense, right? Same idea. So mistake number one, selling a premium offer at a low price. Mistake number two, selling a low value offer to a premium crowd. Selling a low value offer to a premium crowd. If someone goes MCL Motors, right? Someone goes to a luxury dealership, and they're walking into MCL Motors, they're not looking to buy a $25,000 car. Okay? So selling a whole low value offer to a premium crowd. So if you have an opportunity to be in front of people that they could be sophisticated clients or affluent clients, sell them something at a premium price. Yes?
So you don't need a buy-in offer for those kind of
No. Because very often if affluent clients are buying based on emotions, okay, they buying based on feelings. I have bought like stupid shit, where I actually don't need a product, but I just admire and appreciate how good the salesman is. He's doing his stuff, he's doing his thing, he's saying all the right words. In my mind, I'm like, shit, man, you're good. Like just as an entrepreneur, I appreciate that, how good he is. Hey man, kudos to you. I just watched a 60-minute performance. I'll buy something from you. It's amazing. It is amazing because it's based on feelings. I don't actually need it, right? Don't actually need it.
Just to jump in, do you do that also to see how they are selling there?
Oh yeah, all the time. I love like sometimes I get these telemarketers calling me, right? I'm just like, let's stay on the phone just to see how they pitch. I said, hey man, we're selling this thing and whatever. The other day, what was it? I got a call from a telemarketer. What were they selling? Let me think.
They probably haven't even researched you either.
They haven't researched. They're just pitching, right? And then she was so bad. She was so bad. And I was like, no, you shouldn't open it that way. You should open it with, you should be asking this question. And then you lead me to, no. That's not how you build value. You do it this, see, and then you do it this way. Oh, she said, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You got to change the script. You think I should do that? Yeah, talk to your manager, change the script. And it's just like, so you're going to buy? No. No. But it was just fun. So, I mean, I can't help. I want to make it better, right? I want to improve it. Mistake number three, making a premium offer in a low value setting. Okay? Making a premium offer in a low value setting. Imagine you go to a motel and they have this restaurant there, okay? And then you look at the menu and suddenly you see the menu, okay, burgers and all that stuff. Steak, $100. What the hell is this? Is it like a typo? Like, it should be 10. No, it's $100. What the hell is going on, right? So again, making a premium offer in a low value setting. They're trying to sell a premium offer, but the environment isn't right. I'm a very big believer in environment. The way you set up the sell. You have financial planners. If you're trying to sell a financial plan to affluent clients, recommendation, don't meet at Starbucks. Okay? They are not going to buy what you want to buy. It's like, well, man, give me $500,000, give me $1 million to manage. You meet at Starbucks? It just doesn't happen, man. It just doesn't work.
It's like why you host it from here.
Yeah, why I host it from here, and I truly believe. I mean, you're selling expensive stuff, golf club, private club, meet there. I've closed so many deals, done so many transactions, just because I have lunch at Vancouver Club. It saves me a whole lot of time. I meet someone, I said, meet me at DC. That saves a whole lot of time. It shortens the process. If they've done the research and all that, they know who I am, but meeting here, And because I do so many meetings here, if I walk through the lobby, everybody knows my name, right? Mr. Locke and this and that. And this, I do it on purpose. Shit, I'm telling you guys my secret here, right? Imagine, Simon, you and I doing a deal, right?
Sure.
We will say, Simon, let's do lunch at VC. Oh, let's go to VC, man. Okay, first of all, they would be dressed in business, right? They take it a little bit more seriously. We walk through the lobby, everybody knows my name. Hey, Mr. Locke, welcome back, da-da-da-da-da, right? Oh man, everybody knows who Dan is. He must be important, and I am important. But it's a perception I intentionally create, right? So when you go in there, everybody, oh, Dan, Mr. Locke, your usual, all that stuff. Oh man, it's like this is good. It's there. The deal is 80% done. It's 80%. It's all perception. All perception. So making a premium offer in a low value setting. So within your business, what kind of setting, what kind of environment you want to create in order to sell the price that you want. Mistake number 4, making a premium offer to a low value crowd. Okay, I think this mistake is probably the most common. Making a premium offer to a low value crowd. Okay, I am not going to have an item in a dollar store for $1,000. I don't care how good the item is. Nobody's going to buy. Not the right, because it's a low value crowd. It's a low value crowd. Okay? So making a premium offer to a low value crowd. Sometimes entrepreneurs, they try that. They try to make the premium offer to a low value crowd, and when nobody buys, what do? Yeah, they question themselves. It's like, oh my God, what's wrong with my offer? Or what should I need to change? Or, oh my God, maybe whatever I have, the product and services I have, it's not that valuable. We start doubting ourselves. Does that make sense? When that's not the case, you're selling to the wrong people. They ain't got money to buy. Not your fault. Not your fault. Mistake number 5, making a premium offer with a low value mindset. This is very common. Making a premium offer with a low value mindset. How much confidence you have, how much belief you have about what you sell. Don't project your own values to your clients. If you're a real estate agent, just because you can afford a $10 million home, don't let that stop you from selling a $10 million home. Don't let that stop you from selling a $10 million home. Don't project your values, and also entrepreneurs, especially what I notice, startup entrepreneurs, when we're just struggling, we're getting started, cash flow is tight, what happens is we project, I've been there, we project our own struggles to our clients. Because, oh man, cash flow is tight, I don't have money, I'm not paying the bills. We project this kind of energy and struggles to our clients. We think they are the same way. And we communicate in a way that it's like, nah, are not comfortable with us, okay? Scarcity mindset.
10 times your finances, 10 times your business, 10 times your marketing, 10 times your life. Hit the subscribe button now.